Hi everyone, thanks for joining. So it's a lot of things to talk about. So shall we start with the first topic? Now, before we start dissecting the World Cup games that have happened in the past 24 hours, I thought we can analyze a saying. There is a famous saying that goes like this, right? Assumption is the mother of all mess ups, correct? There is another saying too. Expectation is the mother of all mess ups, also. That's what is happening in the World Cup right now. So I will touch on this as we dissect the games one by one, right? So first one is I think Qatar versus Switzerland. Okay, expectation was Switzerland to win, but they got an early penalty and they did not follow through, right? Unfortunately, what happened was eventually um, Qatar equalized right at the end. So 1-1. Now, when we talk about expectation, right, in life, so this is where the problem comes in. So there's so much of expectation is put on in these countries, right? So for example, Switzerland, for example, so many people are expecting them to do well, get through the group stages. Now, Brazil, for example, are also expected to smash teams along the way. Now, there's two ways you can take the expectation into yourself. One is embrace it, put it on as an extra armor or a weapon, and dive forward, right? That's kind of like what Germany did. They were playing against Curacao, and amazingly, Curacao they defended really well, but unfortunately they couldn't last. But the point is when it came to Germany, right? The expectation was for them to win. They embraced it and they won it. Now when it came to like teams like Brazil, like I said, Switzerland. I don't even want to start talking about Turkey, but um, they succumb to the pressure. The expectation of the fans, the expectation of their country is all resting on their shoulders, right? So either they rise above it and prove to themselves that they can do it, or they succumb to the pressure. So these are the two themes that I've been following around all these games. But you know who's going to win it all? It's going to be the third group of players, which is not getting any kind of influence from expectations. Whether there's a high expectation, whether there's a low expectation, doesn't matter. It doesn't even enter the head, it just flies over. Now, whichever players or group of players going to embrace that mentality, they're going to win the World Cup. All right, that's my that's my prediction. So yeah, so at a high level, right? So Brazil didn't do that well. After a while it got boring because both the teams after they scored it's like, okay, you know what, let's just slow it down. 1 point is easy just to maintain it till the end, and they're happy with each other. I mean, come on, Brazil, you're supposed to be going for the win, not happy with the draw. Again, anyway, Scotland did well. They got their first win in the World Cup against Haiti. Fantastic. And then Australia versus Turkey. Turkey were expected to put up a fight, but my goodness, these Australians, the way they play, oh my god, it's like, how to say, unbelievable. I mean, I've always liked the way Australia plays in the World Cup, right? It's like very, very raw, authentic football. It's like football was invented and the original version of football kept surviving in Australia. The modernized football has spread all over the world, but Australia still has that raw football, the way they play the rugby. Oh my god, it's so raw and authentic. So I love watching Australia when they play their game, and it was a very very good match to watch. And how they handled Turkey, right? Yeah. So that was what happened, I think, yesterday. And today, it's gonna be pretty interesting because I think it started off with. Let me just have a quick glance here. The matches. Yeah. So okay. So this is. I guess this is whatever I spoke about was for day before yesterday, and yesterday was Germany versus Curacao. Amazing, 7-1. Curacao did put up a good game against Germany. Proud of them. Netherlands versus Japan. I don't know. I've heard that Netherlands has not lost a competitive game in like, I think since like 2016, or was it even 2006? Something like that. Crazy, crazy statistics that they have. But you know what? They didn't lose it, so they drew with Japan. Energetic, high tempo, Japanese were amazing. Next is Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. So there goes my other dark horse, Ecuador. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't see the game, so I hope it was a good game. Ivory Coast won, so congratulations to them. And Sweden versus Tunisia. Now I caught that game. Oh my goodness, Isak and Gyökeres. I thought, it is very, very rare to see a two striker formation in most of these countries that are playing, right? It's either one or three. Two is something that was very rare to be found among these teams. And Isak and Gyökeres, I was like, okay, when I saw the lineup, I was like, okay, are they going to really play together? How well they sync up? They synced up very well. Pretty surprising. It's going to be an interesting tournament with Sweden in it, with playing the two striker formation. And it's going to be interesting how the other teams are going to handle it because they're coming up against just one striker up front, right? So the defenders know how to handle it. Now the two defenders at the back are going to face two other strikers. So that's going to be an interesting tactical play, whoever we're going to come across Sweden. All right, so that's that. And then the last one, I think, what else is happening? I think Belgium and Egypt, amazing pass by Salah and a good goal. And Belgium equalized. It was okay. It was a decent game, 1-1. Quite a lot of attacking play that was going on. It was interesting to watch. And then, did I miss out on anything? I think there is a Iran and a New Zealand match that's going on right now. It's a 2-2. I thought I'd come in and give a quick summary on what's happening so far. And talking about the idea of expectation and how it impacts not just soccer players but humans in general. When we wake up in the morning, we should wake up as a clean slate because after a day of hard work, at night when we are falling asleep, we need to clear all our memory, but we don't do that. Most of us, we just fall asleep. We fall asleep not as who we are, but what we were expected to be for the day. And then when we wake up, again, that expectation of who we need to be for the day, whether it's a father, whether you need to be a teacher, a pet owner, an employee, everything starts sinking in the morning. And that's what we need to avoid. Take about 10 minutes, lie on the bed, and just imagine you are no one. You are nobody. This world right now is not expecting anything from you for the next 10 minutes. It's all yours. Lie in bed, walk in a park, do whatever you want. Just be in communion with yourself and the nature that is surrounding you. Trust me, guys, this really helps. Just try it once, 10 minutes in the morning when you wake up. Just isolate yourself from everything and just be with yourself. All right? All right, have a good one. Enjoy. Bye.